Hey, what's going on my friends? Welcome to Car Audio Fabrication. If you're new to the channel, here on this channel I do car audio reviews and I help you guys learn car audio, and I also do build log videos like this video. In this video we're going to be making this amplifier plate that is going to actually secure our amplifiers and processor into the vehicle that I'm currently working on. Now what material am I using? How do we shape the outside edges here? How do I give it this nice smooth to the touch feel? How are we eventually going to secure this in the vehicle? All of that, my friends, it's all coming on up. You know I'm going to show you guys how it's done. Let's get to it. So I know that I want my amplifiers and my processor up in this location here. That's where we're going to be making the amplifier rack. In order to get started, I need to remove a couple of these interior panels. I want to remove these side panels here so that I have a good idea what axis I have up here. And I also need to determine some mounting points. So in order to take those two sides out, I got to take this out as well. Now that I've got those side panels out of the way, I can start to get an idea for a measurement from about this point to this point, and that will allow me to know about how wide I need to make this amplifier board. I also need to take into account the size of the different gear that I'm going to be mounting to this amplifier board, so I'm going to unbox it here just to get an idea for the width of each piece. Overall, my measurement needs to be at least 35.5 inches. Let's make sure we have at least 35.5 here. Oh yeah, we've got way more. 35.5 is about to right here. So I actually have a good, probably 3 inches extra. And I'm actually going to make this board as wide as possible. And I'm going to do that so I have some locations for some standoffs in order to mount our different beauty panel structure on top. And I want it to come out to about here because I want to use this location and this location to actually mount the thing down. So 39.5 by 19 should work perfect. For the amplifier rack, I'm going to use this piece of material here. This is 1/2 inch expanded PVC. I've done a video on this material in the past, so if you guys want to check it out, I'll put it up in the corner of the screen right here. I go over all the different advantages of using this material and where you can get it and why you guys should definitely check it out. To start sizing this piece of material, I'm going to cut it down to those initial dimensions that I measured. Got the piece of PVC in place. Now I know that I want to cut a notch out in this location here so that when we put the subwoofer enclosure into the spare tire well, we will have some clearance for that. So I know I want to start the notch right about there and right about here. Measure twice, cut once. You know that's important. So about 4 inches. Yeah, we should be good. Before we make our cuts, I just want to get a quick idea which one of the Mobile Solutions ARC templates matches well. I'd say this one's pretty perfect. I'm going to use a combination of these different template shapes to sketch my cutout. Over here at the router table, I've taken the 2 different templates, and on the back side of them, I'm applying double-sided sticky tape in order to temporarily attach them to the piece of PVC. I'm going to be doing this several times throughout the process to shape this piece of material. I'll always be sticking it using that double-sided tape, and in order to copy the shape of our templates, we're of course using our flush trim router bit. Doing a test fit here, and I'd say that that looks good. It matches the flow of the tub here. Now, something I want to do is I want to make a notch for this device underneath here, just to make sure that this whole system is easily serviceable. I don't want somebody to have to remove the whole amplifier rack if they need to get to this harness here. So I'm going to cut a notch just a rectangular shaped notch here. Before we move on to the next step, I just want to take a quick second to thank the sponsor of this episode, Audio Control. Audio Control recently released their new ACM series of amplifiers, and what's really cool about this is if you look here on screen, I'm comparing the size of one of these new amplifiers with Audio Control's LC2i. What's crazy here is these new ACM amplifiers basically have an LC2i built into them. So for only a little bit of extra space, you're adding on an amplifier. For more details about these new amps, check down in the video description. Let's get back into this project. Now that we have that notch cut out for that device, we've ended up with a number of different sharp corners. So I definitely want to get rid of the sharp corners so that this doesn't really scratch you or anything while you're installing it. And it just looks more appealing if we get rid of those hard edges. So I'm gonna be using some of these quick radiuses in order to add a quick radius using the router bits. So now that I have all of these corners rounded over, the last thing I need to do to kind of make everything nice and smooth is I'm going to use this 3/8 inch round over bit in order to round over that edge. Shout out to everyone on the live stream right now. What's up, guys? And here we have it. I've now added the round over to all of these edges here, which just gives the panel a much more finished look. My original plan was to get these amplifiers mounted within this video, but I really want to get your opinion on this. There's a couple of different options for different layouts that we can do. Keep in mind that the goal with this install is to keep things manageable and to keep the install clean. The idea here is to be simple and usable. So really I have two different options I'm debating between. Here's option number one, where basically everything is parallel. And then for option number two, I take the two amplifiers on the outside and I make them perpendicular to the DM810 digital signal processor in the middle. I actually did a live stream over on Instagram and I asked you guys if you liked number one or number two here better, and the prevailing option seemed to be option number one, but I'm curious what you guys here on YouTube think. So if you could do me a favor and leave me a comment down below, option one or option two. So there we have it, guys. Let me know what you think about the layout. I'd really appreciate it. And if you enjoy these videos, if you can just take a quick second to hit that like button, it really helps me out. Now in the next couple of videos, what do we have planned? Well, we have to get this mounted securely into the vehicle. We also need to plan our wiring layout and how we're going to do that. And I also need to sound treat the trunk. So all these videos for this build are like all my other builds. They'll all be down in a playlist down in the video description or up in the corner of the screen that you can check out. In the meantime, a special thanks goes out to John, Brian, John, Ali, Steve, Jerry, Emmanuel, James, and Colin, and the rest of the Patreon membership team. A big thanks to all those guys for joining the team and helping me make these videos. Until next time, my friends, thank you for watching.